What's going on, guys? This is Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and coming to you today to say exactly what it says on the title. It's over. It is time for us to talk about when it's time to say that it's over. And for the Golden State Warriors, they are waking up today with that exact situation going on. Klay Thompson tore his Achilles last night at a workout, and he's going to be out for the season. And looking at what the Warriors have right now, looking at what their future holds, and looking at what options they have, I think it's safe to say that this dynasty is over. Their starting lineup looked to be James Wiseman, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. If you take Klay Thompson out of that, we've already seen that Steph Curry struggles when he's the only splash brother on the floor. Which is absolutely fair because the attention can focus to him. I mean, one less guy on the floor that's as lethal of a shooter means that you can double on Steph. So I think that we're in a weird spot here. If you're a Warriors fan, you're in a weird spot. You have to look at this and you have to say, okay, Steph is 33, 34. Klay is going to be north of 30. Draymond is north of 30. Andrew Wiggins, he's overpaid for his production and talent, and I thought he was going to get traded, to be honest. I did not see him. I'm very surprised he's still with the team this long into the offseason and past the draft at this point. And then James Wiseman, there's a lot of people who thought that he was going to be the best player in this draft. So, they had the number 2 overall pick. I mean, I can't be too upset, I guess. It's hard to tell these draft picks at any given year. I mean, you only get so many picks in your lifetime that you can look at and say those are sheer knock it out of the park players. I don't know what James Wiseman is, but nonetheless, it is over. I think that assuming Klay comes back next year, Steph is 34, 35 at that point, whatever his age is. You might be able to reload with some pieces that you get from, say, trading Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green. But I don't think that anything outside of that is realistic. I don't think that you can hope to run it back with this squad. And again, I assume Andrew Wiggins will be traded, but I don't know what you trade him for that really compensates for the loss of Klay Thompson like this. And maybe Kevin Durant comes back and shows us that Achilles injuries aren't as severe as they used to be, and that gives us hope for Klay Thompson next year. But I have low expectations at this point for Klay Thompson, and he is one of my favorite players in the league. But Golden State, in my opinion, it's time to say it's over. Steph, Klay, well, you can't trade Klay. But Steph, Klay, and Wiseman are the untouchables. I think everyone else you start looking at what's the best return on investment. And we'll go from there. But the longer the Golden State tries to hold on to this hope, the worse it's going to be. And, for the people of the Haba, of the Bay Area, out there in Oakland, the Golden State Warriors faithful, I don't think that you're going to go back to being a cellar dweller in the West. I do think that there's some tough years ahead. But, this year and even next year, I just don't see a championship in the future. Stay faithful, though. Don't be a fair weather fan. I mean, those are the worst. Those are the chodes. It's the fair weather fans. So there you go, guys. Like I said, it's over. The dynasty is over. It's time to prepare for the next phase. You can get some young talent around Klay, Steph, and James Wiseman's a good example. And in a few years, you never know. But for this year, and likely for next year, we do know that the Warriors are in a very bad spot. And if I am Bob Myers or whoever the GM is and whoever the owner is at this point, I'm being very realistic this morning with the news of Klay Thompson tearing his Achilles. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. What do you think? And of course, if you're listening to this and you've gotten to this point, I need to ask something of you. Fucking share these videos. Share them, will ya? Sorry, I've been watching Letterkenny. Anything you guys can do helps the channel, but I want to get more people involved in the conversations that we have here. I have some amazing people already that reply to comments or reach out and do things like that. I just want to get more folks involved because I love the different opinions. And of course, tell me what you think, because I love hearing from the people who watch these videos. Thank you so much. Tony K with Urban Girl Scout Media. Living the dream as always.